I'm Emily May, and I'm a singer, an actor, and I guess a businesswoman. I have a show with the Grammys. I'm currently producing and acting in a couple movies, and I have new music coming out. Whee!
Time to realize what makes you think I need a king. I'm taking everything. Messages were on red.
I'm a snack connoisseur, your anime mama. What else? Yeah, I love fighting, all kinds of fighting. You got sword fighting, you got knife fighting, you got hands and feet fighting. You know, I don't know, what do we call it? Like, I guess just martial arts? It's just martial arts. And I love cosplay. I've been cosplaying for a really, really long time, and all of the cosplays are handcrafted, and some of them have taken like over a month. Yeah.
Oh, you were so close.
I feel like everything is so connected, right? So like the show that I have with the Grammys, I interview Asian artists for my show. So then, yeah, it's kind of like this. We like have people, we like speak, and then it gives people a chance to talk about themselves, about their creativity, and kind of dive deeper, I would say. And then from there, I really love anime and cosplay. Definitely anime, cosplay, all that stuff. And then from there, I think it's combat sports, because sometimes I just don't feel like standing up, and I just want to like be horizontal all day. So I think physical activity probably is the last, but I have been figure skating lately too. So I like just started doing jumps and spins in figure skating, and I like busted my knee. So kind of combat sports is like a little out now, yeah. I'm currently involved in, I think, 5 companies. So I'm either an advisor or co-owner for like 5 different companies, and then including all my artist stuff and all the other things that I do. So I actually have a Notion, which is kind of like a calendar app, and I made it into an RPG game. So I really love gaming, but I set up my entire calendar to-do list as an RPG game. So all of my things to do, like my Grammy stuff or music stuff, it's a quest. And then all the little things I do are side quests. And I reward myself with like points, and then I reward myself with like, if I have this many points from completing this, I can purchase this thing, or I can have a day off or something. So I feel like when I put everything in the form of a game, it feels less overwhelming, or else I'm just like, what do I do? Yeah. Funny thing about Mania, the song that's coming out right now, I actually was playing Call of Duty all night. I literally was grinding Call of Duty with my friends. We did great. We like got first. It was amazing. I went to sleep. I woke up like 2 hours later with the second verse in my head. I literally woke up in the middle of the night. It was like it was just morning, I guess. It was like bright morning, and I woke up and I had the whole second verse in my head. I took my phone, I kind of jotted it down, and then immediately began to write the rest of the song around that verse. So that's why if you listen to the second verse, there's a lot of like gaming references. Like I say cooldown, KD OP to 0, and KD is kill death ratio, OP overpowered to 0. So I say, you know, my KD is OP to 0. So it's kind of it was a very main character energy song, and I just felt like, yeah, it's kind of felt badass. I started writing music, I would say a couple years ago. So what happened was I was having a very, very difficult time. I think both like emotionally and just like everything, and it kind of felt like everything was spiraling downwards, and a way that I relieved my stress and everything was through writing poems. So what happened was I wrote all my feelings and all the thoughts that I had into my head that I didn't want to tell anybody into poems. And then from there, I was like, what if I just made music? So I've been playing the guitar for about 8 years. I play guzheng, which is actually the instrument I use in Mania, since I was 8. So then I've been playing instruments for a while. I never did anything with it, and then eventually I was like, I'm just gonna write it into a song. So at first it was kind of therapy, I guess, and that's kind of how I got started in music.
Messages were on red. Now my song's in your head. Didn't think this through. Could've been my man. You play too much. Now you're just a fan. Nothing you can do.
My first release, my domain, I did it with my lovely friends Amber and Sorn, and it was kind of like, it's something that I always wanted to do, and I just couldn't find the time or just couldn't. You know how you procrastinate, right? Like you have a goal and you want to do something, but then you're like, oh, I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. And I was like, you know what? This is something that I've been wanting to do. I'm just going to do it. So then I called my friends. I literally called them and was like, do you guys want to do a song with me? And they were like, you're going to do music? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, yeah. So then we did it. And then it was funny because Sorn was in Korea, I think Amber was in China, and then I was in America. So the three of us had to like somehow get a song together from 3 different countries. And it was really fun. And then from there, we shot the music video. It was a 3-day shoot. There was VFX in it. I knew I want the ending to be an anime. So it was like a full-on like 2-month production. It was fun, and I put everything in there. I put cosplay in there. I had my own anime character, and then I also did martial arts.
Think I need a king, I'm taking everything. When you told me
The music video I styled everything myself. I did the storyboarding, I co-directed. It was interesting because I wasn't originally planning on shooting a music video for Mania, and I was in Korea with one of my friends, and he was like, why don't we just shoot a music video? And I was like, just the 2 of us? And he's like, yeah. So we ended up doing a 5-day shoot, and every single scene in the music videos from a different day. We would shoot on one day and then edit that night and then shoot again the next day. So it was a 5-day shoot. And then the entire music video was done by just 2 people, which is like, yeah, it was a lot. We made all the props by ourselves. I did all the styling. I had hair and makeup done for 2 scenes, and I did my own hair and makeup for the other ones. And then, yeah, we just kind of did it because we were like, why not? Why not challenge ourselves and see if 2 people can put together a whole production? So I'm a little bit of a control freak because I feel like I have a vision and I know what I want it to look like, but at the same time, I know that I need help. So I'm not one of those people that's like, I can do everything on my own, I'm gonna do everything on my own. I know what I can do, and then I kind of find the right team, like I found my team. I kind of find the right team to support the things that I lack, because I don't think that one person can do everything. It's just, it's not possible. You need people, like good people around you to advise you and kind of help you. It's pretty crazy. I think certain weeks I sleep like only 2 to 3 hours a day. And then so I kind of like wake up in the morning, and then my schedule is pretty much planned out for about a month. So my friends always complain because they want to see me. I'm like, you need to give me like 20 to 30 business days. So it like literally earlier today, before I did like these interviews and everything, I took a meeting at 10 a.m. So I got my hair done at 8 a.m. I took my first business meeting at 10 in downtown, and then I started my day. So then, and now we're here. So my day starts at around like 6 to 7 a.m. and then it ends sometimes, because I work with Korea a lot, so my day sometimes ends at like 3 to 4 a.m. I feel blessed because I'm doing the things that I want to do, and every single day I wake up and I'm like, this is what I wanted to do. These are projects that are like my dream. These are things that I've like always wanted to do and never had the means to do it, and now I do. So I'm just gonna go for it. But at times I think it does get overwhelming because like I'm still human, you know? Like sometimes I just want to be horizontal. You know, I just want to be horizontal like all day, and it's difficult. Like I've literally had times where I was like, I just sat in the corner and like ate snacks, and I was like, ah! Because like when it feels like there's a lot to do, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know where to start. Like if I have 5 things for this company, and then I have 6 things for this company, and I'm getting investors for this company, and I'm doing producing work for this company, then it just kind of feels like, how do I start? Where do I start? And that's why I started organizing everything like a video game. Finding time for myself usually is at like maybe 2 to 3 a.m. I either play video games or I watch anime. And that's like me time. That is me time. You know, like nobody speak to me unless you're, you know, hunting dungeons with me. I've been playing a lot of Diablo lately. I don't know if you've been playing Diablo, but I've been like, I was grinding Diablo. When it first came out, I played for 2 days straight, like 2 nights straight until 6 a.m. And then I hit level 50. I think I finished the entire campaign and I hit level 50 in 2 days. And I just like destroyed my sleep and destroyed my schedule. But then I felt like that was me time. I suffered for it a little bit the next days, but then I feel like taking some time off is very important because I've gone like months without taking a day off before. And then what happens is the rest of your work kind of suffers, right? So if you don't take time off and you don't have like a little bit of me time, then everything else starts getting worse and worse and worse. So.
Blowing up my phone now, going up, you bow down. Look at who needs who.
We are planning a release pretty often, so I think we're gonna be releasing on a pretty good schedule. I have many songs in the chamber, so I've been writing music for a couple years now and just like never released any of it. So all the songs are kind of sitting in the chamber and I'm finally releasing them. And I feel like the interesting thing is I always wanted to experiment with my music, so then every single song is a slightly different genre. So every single song has like its own story, has its own feeling, and I feel like that's kind of what I want to play with my music, is that like every song feels almost as if it was written by a different character in the perspective of a different character. So currently I'm doing I have Chinese classes, so some of my songs are probably going to be in Chinese, so I guess that's alpha. I'm going to do Chinese versions, so I have, so I'm currently doing Chinese, I'm doing Korean lessons, I'm doing, I speak Spanish, I have Spanish lessons once a week, and then also French, and yeah, there's like a couple other language. So I have to study language and I make flashcards that I study every day. I use like Duolingo, I do all these things, and then I practice guitar, I practice guzheng, and then yeah, so these are like my everyday to-dos, and then I have my like scheduled to-dos, and then I have my days to-dos. So my Instagram is emily.gool, because Emily Gool was taken, so there's a dot in there, it's emily.gool. And then my YouTube is Emily Gool. My threads, there are threads like this now, it's also Emily Gool, I think. And then Twitter is Emily Gool1, because everything else was taken. So we have my song Mania, and it is coming out on July 27th. Oh my God. July 27th, it is coming out. There is a music video. We worked very, very hard. Sweat dripping, you know, my back hurt, anxiety, everything. Yeah, check it out. And then, yeah. Hello, my name is Emily May, and you have just been buzzed.